Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. So in today's video I'll be giving my prediction and a few extra information bits about the Hull versus Everton game in the FA Cup third round that will be taking place tomorrow. So I'll be giving my prediction in this video and also a bit of information about both teams to really give you a fair point going into this game. Obviously this being a big game for Hull City, needing to get a win. Possibly the last game with the Lambs in charge, hoping for that new deal to come through very soon, and obviously impress our new owner who will be in the stands for this game. So let's first get into my team prediction. So as you can see onto the side of me, I have my team prediction just up here, and in goal of course I've got Nathan Baxter, who's been on incredible form recently. Letting a few goals in the past few games, but that's nothing to worry about. The best keeper's letting goals. I mean, we're up against Jordan Pickford in an Everton shirt, not an England shirt, so it shouldn't matter too much. And obviously Nathan Baxter is an incredible keeper, and I'm sure that he'll be doing his best job against this out of form Everton side. So then in defence, I have gone for the same lineup of defence that we have been using for the last like 8 or so games, with Deshaun Bernard, Sean McLaughlin and Jacob Greaves, nicely lining up that back three. This is obviously the formation that Grant McCann has been going with for the past like 8 or 9 games, so I'm going for this formation because I think that's the one that he's going to choose, because it obviously has been working, but not as much recently. And then into that more defensive midfield role, I've got Richie Smallwood and Greg Doherty playing that sort of like defensive midfielder, pushing up role. And then out on the sides we have got Ryan Longman and Keane Lewis-Potter. Obviously brilliant, both of them. I'm very impressed with their form this season, especially Ryan Longman, who we brought on loan from Brighton, and I'm hoping that we can force him to stay after his loan has ended. Then on to more of a centre attacking midfielder with George Honeyman, who another player I've been incredibly impressed with this season. Obviously he did do a massive help last season with our promotion from League One to Championship, but this season he has been on a very nice form, especially recently, with getting a few goals for himself as well, and up for nomination of Goal of the Month, but I don't think he'll quite get it. And then up to our strike partnership, and if you didn't know already, that basically our two main strikers have come down injured. Obviously Malek Wilkes being out for 8 weeks, he wasn't in the Blackpool game, and then Josh McGuinness out for this game, hopefully back for the Stoke game, but yeah, he came off injured in that Blackpool game. Obviously we don't really have a constant goal scoring striker, so I mean, really does it matter that we're losing our two startup strikers? Not really. So I have gone for the two strike partnership of Tom Eaves and Tyler Smith, the other Smith. Gone for them up top, but I can see obviously Grant McCann changing up the formation with not having any other really striker in our squad. Obviously we do have some players that can play in striker, some obviously midfielders that can do it. Keane Lewis-Potter, he was put up to do it on the New Year's Day game against Blackpool, and then that fell out because of Callum Elder's injury. But I mean, it can happen. That's football for you, the beauty of the game. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to Hull City's recent form. So as you can see off to the side of me, I do have Hull City's previous 5 games, including that one postponed game. So there's five results, 6 fixtures basically. So we do have 1 win, 2 draws and 2 losses from the previous 5 games. Obviously get that nice win against Millwall, then we've had 2 draws against Reading and at Bristol, and then we do have 2 losses very recently for Nottingham Forest and that Blackpool loss on the New Year's Day. So it's obviously a bit of a drowning off recently, but I'm sure that we'll be able to get some result against this Everton team, and so I'll go over their form right now. Okay, so the Everton list might seem a bit longer, but that's because I've got an extra postponed game, obviously because of the old Rona getting in the way of life. So in their previous 5 results, they do have 3 losses, 1 win and 1 draw. Obviously with them losses being a 4-1 loss to Liverpool at home, Crystal Palace, they lost 3-1, and then Brighton, they did lose 3-2. And then that one win being that 2-1 win over Arsenal, and then a draw obviously being away at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. So I do feel that this Everton form, is a very out of form this entire season. Basically, they're not where they should be in the table. They're losing some key players as well through transfers. So I definitely think we can pull a result out of this. So talking about that, let's go on to my official prediction. Okay, so for my official prediction for the scoreline, I do go for a 3-2 win for Hull City. I do think there'll be some goals. Obviously, Nathan Baxter won't keep a clean sheet. It is against a Premier League side, so I mean, what do you really expect? But I mean, he could pull out a 3-0 win. He could get a clean sheet, but who really knows at the end of the day, until tomorrow at 5:30 on BBC One. So obviously a 3-2 win does mean that we do have to score 3 goals, and those 3 goals are coming for a brace for Keane Lewis-Potter, so I do think he will get 2 nice juicy goals. And then I can see a Tom Eaves headed goal. I know that may disrupt some people's views on him. Obviously, he should put more effort into his attacking than into the attacking the other players on the field, and we might actually score some goals. That's just an argument for another day, though. So I do think that we will come away with a win. I think it'll be tight. Obviously, we are playing against a Premier League club, remember, with a squad that has just come up from League One. So we're not expected to actually come out with this win. But I think we can definitely do this. Show our new owner what we're really made of. Well, our soon-to-be new owner what we're really made of. And show the entirety of the English Football League what we're made of. So that's it for this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video, which will be a match vlog from this Hull vs Everton game at the MKM Stadium. So stay tuned for that. But until then, this has been the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. Goodbye.